and to refill my coffee. And hello, Moises. All right, and Oriel, hello.
Hello, Stephanie.
Yes. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. Good. And Oriel, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Good. Wonderful. So we should have a full class tonight. We'll wait just a moment. Minor, are you there? Hello?
Yeah, teacher. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can now. How are you
Okay.
today?
Fine, thank you, teacher.
Good. And Anatoly, welcome.
Thank you.
And hello. Correct me if I'm wrong. Jawad?
Yes, teacher.
Did I say that correctly?
Yeah, it's correct. Yeah.
Jawad. Wonderful. Okay, good. Excellent. So welcome to class, everyone. I see a few new people. So I'll quickly introduce myself. My name is Stephanie. I'm in my 7th year teaching, my 5th year teaching English. I was a classroom teacher for 2 years before that. And right now I live in the Czech Republic, where I'm teaching English as a foreign language to children. And right now I'm visiting home, and that is in the United States. So I'm from the United States, from Minnesota, Minneapolis, Minnesota. And that's me. This class will be just hopefully a lot of discussion. And then there is a small reading section, some activities we'll try to do. But hopefully you'll get a lot of time to discuss. I'm really interested to hear how New Year's is celebrated in different parts of the world. So hopefully you are ready to discuss that. And I actually thought we would start with a quick discussion. Yes, Prague is amazing. Of how about where you are and how or where you are from and how New Year's is celebrated where you're from. So I'll just go at first for an example. I'm from the United States, and the New Year is celebrated on December 31st and January 1st. And it's celebrated with parties, with friends, with fireworks, champagne, and noisemakers. And at, let's see, 10 seconds to midnight, everybody counts down and watches a ball in Times Square fall on TV. So that's where I'm from, and that's how New Year's Eve is celebrated. How about Anatoly? Can we start on your end?
I'm from Russia. We celebrate New Year as a, I think, main holiday. We celebrate it more than Christmas. I think maybe because in Russia we have lots of confessions, and it is difficult to find a mature day for celebrating for different confessions.
Mhm.
and maybe the second reason could be that during the time where Soviet Union was Communist Party ideology was atheism, and they found or maybe people found that holiday free of ideology and free of faith
Mhm.
and free of religion. I'm thinking that maybe it could be reason why we celebrate a New Year as a main holiday. We have 10 weeks, 10 days off for this year. Every year it is more or less, but it is a very long time for celebration.
Wow.
Tradition, we stand Christmas tree. I am trying to find picture of my Christmas tree in my flat where I live
Aqui, ó.
now.
Eu, ó. Tá vendo? Ó? Você.
One second, I think I found it. This one, I share my screen.
Let's see.
This one.
Ah!
It is a Christmas tree. It is not nature Christmas tree. It is artificial, and it is a cat.
Kitty. Cute. Oh, that's nice.
Yes, and what else? Usually for that day, we are gathering with our family. Mostly, most of people gather this day with meeting with parents, visiting parents, or teenagers. Teenagers also had a have a party, but I think mostly we celebrate this day with our family. And what else? We are watching short conversation, short presentation of our president exactly in the time before New Year will have come. For 5 minutes, usually it was it is usually 5 minutes conversation when our president congratulate people with that day. And what else? We are drinking champagne. It is like obligation to drink some champagne, and there are special salads which we usually eat in that day. And we are sitting in front of table before New Year and after New Year. I think maybe 2 hours, and after that many people go to the streets, and they are walking there, and only in the morning people go to sleep.
Wow. Okay, so it sounds like it's a huge holiday there.
Yes.
It sounds like a lot of fun. And sounds like family is very important to it too. Interesting. So thank you very much for sharing. And Asma, hello.
Yeah, hello, teacher.
How are you today?
Yeah, I'm great. What about you?
I'm fine, thank you. Welcome to class. We are having a discussion before we get to the lesson, the PDF anyway. So the question is, where are you from and how is New Year's Eve celebrated where you are from?
I'm from Tunisia, but maybe for the Muslims, the New Year is not uh, celebrated and it's not considered like a holiday.
Okay.
Yeah, it's and the example. This is the example of my country, but there are many people. They want to celebrate the New Year, so they can. There are many parties can be organized by the hotel, because maybe you have some tourists from other areas from from other countries, or there are many people who want to pass this holiday out of Tunisia, so they can travel to another country, and it's occasion, to take this opportunity and to have fun, or to celebrate this New Year, and also at the same time to pass an exciting holiday out.
Cool. Thank you. So we learned a little something. They don't celebrate New Year's there, but some places will host parties for those
Yes,
who wish to celebrate, but it's not an official holiday.
yes.
Wonderful. Very cool. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. And next up is Jawad. Your turn. Where are you from, and how is New Year's celebrated there? Or is
Uh,
it celebrated?
I'm from south of France,
Mhm.
and the New Year here is in south of France is very boring because in the in the middle town, in the downtown, we have a lot of carnival,
Mhm.
but it's a boring carnival. It's only because I'm young, so it's only for me. And
Oh.
here in the period of winter, we have a lot of old people who finish work
Mhm.
with which is retired, I think in English. I don't know.
Mhm. Retail?
Uh, and yeah, uh, so most of the people here do make a party in a flat with friends and family.
Mhm.
So we have a lot of champagne, chocolate. Sometimes by the window we play with fireworks.
Ah, fun.
Yeah, and a lot of people going to move to Paris because Paris it's the place when we have a big party. So,
Okay. Cool.
yeah,
So it sounds like the bigger parties are up in Paris, but people do celebrate in their flats
yeah.
with their friends and make smaller parties. Fun. All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Moises, how about you? Where are you from, and how is New Year's Eve celebrated there?
Hello. I
Hello.
am from Spain, and New Year's Eve is celebrated. Uh, Families get together to have dinner, normally at home, but some people go to restaurants to have
Mhm.
a special dinner. And at 12 o'clock, everybody is watching TV because the TV connect with a clock in Madrid, which they show the first 12 strokes. Is something, it's a costume that we do, that we eat one grape in each of the 12 strokes. So if you are able to do it, to eat one grape each stroke, that means that you are going to be lucky that year. You are going to be lucky. It's a costume that comes from a long time ago. I don't know. When I was little, it was already this costume. I don't know if when did it start. And after that, you cheer with your family with a glass of champagne.
Okay.
So you eat champagne and you eat some sweets, and after that, a lot of people go out to parties, especially if you are young. But in some cases, there is no age. In my case, I used to go out every New Year's Eve, but in the last 7 or 8 years, I haven't go out because I have kids, so I stay at home.
Nice. It sounds fun. It sounds like a good party. I like the grapes at midnight custom. Thank you for sharing that. Excellent. So, Minor, how about you? Where are you from, and is the New Year celebrated, and how?
Well, I'm from Guatemala. Here, people enjoy with family. In midnight, people say wishes and say praise. People believe that everything that you do in New Year, you will do it for a whole the year. For instance, if you take a shower this day, you will take a shower all the days of the year. But if you didn't do it, you will be a dirty person, for instance.
Oh no.
Yeah. And if you have a good behavior, you will be with a good behavior all the year. Usually people eat tamales. I am showing a big tamales. It's
Delicious.
It's a traditional food in Guatemala. Usually, isn't a special food for this day, because usually people eat tamales all Saturday here, but some people eat it because it's cheaper, and people try to save some money this day. People usually buy new clothes for receiving the new year. Um, Also play fireworks.
Oh wow. Wow, so a lot of different ways that you celebrate there. The tamale looked delicious. It is almost lunchtime here, so I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Wonderful, and I like the custom of everything you do in the day will indicate your year. I've never heard that before. Very interesting. Wonderful, thank you. And finally, AKA, how about you? Where are you from, and how do they celebrate the New Year?
Yes, I'm from Japan, and New Year's is the biggest festival in Japan, and maybe like Western Christmas. So, kind of New Year's Eve, many people clean up their house, and coming New Year. And after that, people eat soba noodle, because New Year's Eve is busy for cleaning up, so people eat a kind of simple food. And after that, probably the kind of very famous TV show, kind of singing show, style show, uh, on TV. And during the New Year's and coming New Year time, Buddhist temple began to rang the bell 105 times. It is said 108 how can I say, earthly desire human has. Maybe to get rid of such desire, maybe that custom happened.
Wow, so
So
108.
yeah, a lot of Buddhist temple here, and yeah, I think every temple ringing the bell during that time zone.
Cool.
And at the same time, in modern days, some people go to the countdown show, fireworks, a party, or this kind of party, a lot party or countdown show or countdown concert. Yeah, and
Oh, nice.
yeah, available. And New Year's Day, usually people spend with their family in the hometown, and many people go to shrine this time, Shintoist shrine, and for wishing good luck of a new year. It is said going to 3 shrines is the best to good luck, to bring good luck of the year, or something like that. Or some people wishing differently, maybe world peace or
Cool. And so
something
that's
like
done on
that.
the first day of the new year?
Yeah, and shopping mall nowadays opens even in the January 1st. So some people go to the shopping mall after that also. Yeah,
Wow.
for
Wow.
New Year burger, and we eat special food like Christmas food in Europe or America. We have a special New Year food, so we eat
And what
such
is
kind of
it? What is it?
like fish egg. Ingredient has meaning. For example, fish egg usually are a lot, so it symbolizes fertility. So every ingredient has such kind of meaning of maybe good luck meaning,
In
fertility
order
or
to
wealth.
give you a
Yeah,
good
healthy,
year, I
yeah,
suppose.
right.
Wow.
So yeah.
Cool.
So
Awesome. That's really cool.
yeah, that's
All right.
that's
Well,
it.
thank you for sharing, everyone. That was really interesting to hear. I like to hear about the different customs. Unfortunately, I can't share what they do in the Czech Republic because I am not there, unfortunately, to experience the holiday. I would love to. I'm sure Prague for New Year's would be great, but I won't be there. So thank you for sharing your customs and everything. So let's go on. We'll continue with the same theme. And I have a lesson from esllibrary.com. It's more than we could ever fit into an hour, so we'll kind of skip around and do what makes the most sense for the group and the format. There is a little reading that gives some background information, so I think we'll read that. But I would like to offer that to volunteer readers. I think there are 6 paragraphs, so if 6 of you would volunteer to read a paragraph. Oh, and look, there's exactly 6 of you. So that would be great. I think we should start with a reading. If you don't want to read, you do not have to. But if it's okay, we could start with AKA, and he could take paragraph 1.
Sorry.
Oh, and
Where is a kind of article?
yes, I have to
Sorry.
share it still.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. I went right to it without posting it anywhere. I will post the link in the Verbling chat as well. So, oops. There it is. So you do that to keep, if you like to have it open on your own screen. It does start with some vocabulary, but rather than go through that, we'll just pause after each paragraph, and you can ask about the vocabulary that you actually need versus us guessing about what you need to know. All right, so AKA, will you read our first paragraph?
For many years in history, the New Year was celebrated in mid-March rather than on the 1st of July. The early Roman calendar only had 10 months, with March as the first. If you look at the names of the months, you will see this to be true. The word September stems from the Latin word for 7, as it was once the 7th month in the calendar. Similarly, Octo means 8, Noven means 9, and December means 10. January and February were added around 700 BC, bringing the total number of months in the calendar up to 12. The decision to increase the number of months reversed the logic of naming some of the last few months by their numerical placement.
Excellent, thank you very much. Good, so we're going to get some history of the new year, starting with the calendar.
What is numerical placement?
Numerical placement. Numerical just means of or describing numbers. So this would be their placement in order. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. That's their numerical placement or numerical order. Good.
Okay.
Any other questions? Any vocabulary? Anything that's confusing?
It's strange that Latins had 10 months and how they counted year. It is difficult to understand because without the first 2 months, the first month in the year could be 90 days. Could have 90 days.
Oh, yeah.
As 3 months.
Yeah, each month would have to be longer, wouldn't it? So maybe their months were like 40 days long or something. Does anyone know about that? I don't know anything about that. But I wonder if they had
New information for me.
Yeah, me too. Good. That's cool. Anything else on this paragraph? All right. Let's continue then. Paragraph 2. Anatoly, will you read it for us, please?
In 46 BC, Julius Caesar created a solar-based calendar. After reforming the Roman calendar, the political leader stated that the new year would officially start on January 1st. January was named after Janus, the Roman god of gates and doors. The new calendar was not accepted by many people. Christians especially chose various times such as December 25 or March the 1st to celebrate the new year. Many European countries adopted January 1st as the official New Year's Day in the 15th centuries.
Oh, sorry, but we would say 1500s in this case.
1500s, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
But it wasn't until the mid-1700s when Britain and its colonies accepted the date. Since then, numerous countries outside of Europe have also adopted January 1st as the start of a new year, making it an international holiday celebrated by millions.
Wonderful, thank you. More interesting information that I was not aware of. Any questions on this paragraph?
My question is about if before a year had few days that now,
Hmm.
because there was just 10 months or
Hmm.
12.
Hmm. Yeah, so they must have had back when it was a 10-month system. Um, yeah, the months must have been longer, or it just didn't follow the sun and the seasons, maybe. So, um, yeah, strange and new information. But so then when Julius Caesar invented the solar-based calendar, that's when it wound up with 365 days split up into about 30 days per month. And I thought it was really interesting that the date varied for so long. That was new information for me.
And also
Yeah.
about original genus,
Mhm.
original title of January is gate, door, by the god of gates or doors.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's I never had heard that before. That's kind of cool. It makes sense for the new year to be like an open door. Nice. Good. Well, let's move on to paragraph 3. And next up is Asma. Will you read paragraph 3 for us?
Despite sharing a common date, countries around the world celebrate New Year's in a multitude of ways. The foods and traditions that characterize New Year celebrations have as much to do with the culture and beliefs of a nation as they do with the season that January 1st falls in. For example, Australia's New Year's Eve parties usually take place on the beach with uh, piscines, picnics,
Mm-hmm.
and barbecue. What's this?
Yep, barbecues.
Yeah. And barbecues. Whereas on the other side of the world, many New Year's Eve celebrations take place in frigid, outdoor ceremonies where people brave the cold and and huddle to keep warm. Sydney is the first major city to ring in the New Year each January. The city puts on an impressive theme-based fireworks display watched by millions of viewers on TV, namely those who are gearing up for their own countdowns. It is not until 16 hours later when the world-famous crystal ball drops at Times Square in New York City.
Excellent. Very nice. Any vocabulary questions or general questions?
Yes, teacher. What frigid does it mean?
Frigid means very, very cold. So if it's frigid, you are frozen. It's very cold.
Okay.
Good.
And huddle?
Where is it?
Huddle.
Scroll down.
In the second part here. Oh, huddle?
Yeah.
Huddle is to stand very closely with a group of people. So people who are huddling are standing very close, maybe touching, because they are cold.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Good. Other questions? Good. I have never had a New Year's Eve on the beach. I think it would be very nice to spend New Year's Eve on a beach, having a barbecue and a picnic. Good. Well, let's continue. Unless there's any other questions. Paragraph 4. And next up we have Jawad. Will you read paragraph 4 for us, please?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
In Japan, New Year's is one of the most important holidays of the year. The Japanese New Year's week is associated with new beginnings. Families hold Bonenkai, forget the year, parties to say farewell to previous trouble and worries. Cleaning the home from top to bottom is an important ritual that prepares Japanese families for the new year. Special festivals are held at shrines and temples, and people often burn the previous year's lucky charms. Japanese people also send out special New Year's postcards to their friends and loved ones, taking extra care to make sure the cards are delivered by January 1. On the 7th day of January, families enjoy a special soup called 7-day rice soup, which is meant to give the stomach a rest from all the festive meals enjoyed over the holiday week.
Excellent, very nice. So a lot of the stuff AKA told us here about cleaning the house and everything.
And one correction is Bonenkai is not for the family, for the colleagues or friends.
Ah, okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah, that's one correction.
thank you. Good, yeah.
Other part is correct. Yeah. Thank you.
Good, I'm glad to have someone who knows better to set it straight. So those are parties with the colleagues.
Yeah,
So do they happen at work or are they after
yeah,
work?
at workplace, after work, at the workplace, or sometimes a group or friends, people throw a Bonenkai party. Yeah, forget year party. Yeah.
Fun. Will you be going to a Bonenkai party this year?
I don't like drinking so much, so. Yeah.
Oh, good for you. Excellent, fun. So let's see. Moises, I believe you are next. Will you read paragraph 5? You get the small paragraph, I guess.
Colombians also like to say farewell to bad luck from the previous year.
Moises?
Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we
yes.
can hear.
Okay, I was reading.
Yes, we.
Colombians.
I'm sorry. We must have.
Colombians also like to say farewell to bad luck from the previous year, known in Spanish as Año Nuevo. Family members write out short notes about their bad luck and place the papers inside the homemade straw man. Mr. Old Year is dressed in clothes from each family member and stuffed with firecrackers. You can guess the poor man's fate at the stroke of midnight.
I think your mic went out at the end there. You can guess the poor man's fate at the stroke of midnight.
You can guess the poor man's fate at the stroke of midnight.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. So that seems like a fun and interesting tradition in Colombia. Very cool. And our last paragraph. Go ahead. Let's see, Minor, it's your turn to read.
Okay. Firework displays are common on New Year's celebration worldwide. Originally, fire and noise were used to cast away evil spirits and ghosts, who were believed to be petrified of brightness and loud sounds, thought the meanings has largely been lost. The tradition continues today as people bond her with friends and family around the spectacle of lights and music after the countdown. But all the grandeur comes at the steep price, not only to the tourists' bourse, but in the environment itself. In 2008, Taiwan's landmark Tower 101 made a commitment to use the eco-friendly fireworks for its New Year celebration. With one of the highest skyscrapers in the world, Taiwan set an important precedent by committing to starting the new year of the right foot.
Excellent. Thank you. So that was new information for me. I did not know why fireworks were used. Good. So any questions in either paragraph 5 or 6? Questions or comments from anyone?
What is grandeur?
Grandeur is like excessive fanciness or excessive elegance.
Mhm.
Often to the point of being maybe a little bit absurd, like too much gold, you picture.
Mhm.
Good question. Other questions? All right. Good. So, just kind of some interesting history about New Year's around the world. We will skip the comprehension questions. There's a lot of good vocabulary, but I don't know we should do that with our time. Of course, you're welcome to print this or do whatever you like with this lesson. But let's continue. I think there are some maybe discussion questions here. No, that's a partnered reading. Okay, here we go. So here's some, in a face-to-face class, we would do this as a mingle where everybody's talking to someone at the same time, and you're asking each other these questions. But let's just choose a few and maybe have a discussion with some of these questions. Does anyone, let's look at number 3. Does anyone watch New Year's countdowns on TV? Is that a part of anyone's tradition?
For me, yes. I'm not sure other people, but I like countdown concerts broadcasting on TV.
Fun.
All-night concerts, broadcasting. Yeah.
Okay, and so at the concerts, do they do a countdown as well?
Yes, and a concert ended early in the morning. The all-night concert.
Oh,
A lot
wow.
of bands appears on TV.
Wow, it sounds like fun. Cool. Anyone else? Does anyone else watch a countdown as part of their tradition?
Teacher, exactly what does mean countdowns?
A countdown is when they put up a big clock and you start counting backwards. So you might count down the last 10 seconds of the old year. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Like Happy New Year.
Yeah, like the ball drop in Times Square is a really good example of a countdown, a New Year's countdown.
Okay, my country don't transmit that in television.
Okay, so not a part of your traditions then.
Yeah, but I already heard about it in some programs of television, but not in my country.
Good, interesting, cool.
In my country, the ball drops, but we count up. We count the first 12 seconds, not the last 10 seconds.
Oh,
We start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we count the first 12.
and that's when you eat the grapes, correct?
That's when we eat the grapes, exactly. So we count up. I don't know if you say count up.
Yeah, yes, you can. Yep, you can count down or you can count up. Excellent. So that's really interesting. Same idea, just a different way to do the same thing. Wonderful. How about, let's see, here's a tradition nobody's mentioned, New Year's resolutions. I know this is big in the United States, a New Year's resolution where you set a goal that you intend to achieve during the next year. So, does anyone make New Year's resolutions? And if so, does anyone have a resolution to share with us today?
We have a superstition. If we share our resolution, it wouldn't happen.
Good point. Yeah, and a lot of people, they can be very personal goals too. I worked at a gym for a while when I was in college, and it seems like most Americans make the New Year's resolution to lose weight. It's almost a cliche. It's so common in America. What's that?
Yeah, excuse me. Just I want to ask about resolutions. I don't understand very well. It means goals, dream.
Yeah, like a goal or a dream. So someone might say, my New Year's resolutions are to lose 10 pounds and to quit smoking and to get a job. Yeah, so they're usually goals about improving your life.
I see. Thank you.
Yeah, really good question. So does anyone have any resolutions they want to share?
If you want, in my country, if you want to lose weight, you don't have to eat that day because everything that you do in this day, you will do it all year.
Nah, so you just have to not eat on the day, and it will predict your whole year. That's convenient. Funny. Cool. How about?
By the way, sorry, I found in the site USA.gov about very popular resolutions for New Year, and you are right. You lose weight the first.
The first one there. I am not surprised. Oh, that's a cool list. Let's see. Volunteer to help others, quit smoking, get a better education, better job. Yeah, those all seem pretty typical. Cool. Thank you. So what are you all? Let's go on. How are you all celebrating this year? What will you do this year for your plans? And I'll open that up to anyone. Anyone going to any parties or having any friends or family visit?
Maybe in the past I used to go to a concert show or a party, but now I like to spend a quiet New Year. Yeah, in the home and watching television or watching internet broadcasting. Nowadays, kind of older people begin to broadcast on the internet, so and we can touch on that. Ordinary people, normal ordinary people. Yeah.
Yes.
Not on the TV. Yeah, and some of them broadcast on that day, probably. So maybe
Oh, yeah, true.
chat with them or something. or I chat with American friends too, probably.
Cool. So,
Right.
are these like podcasts or something?
Not podcast, kind of like YouTube, but we can not YouTube, Ustream.
Ustream,
It's a
okay.
live broadcasting system, and people can comment on it. And a broadcaster reply the comment. It's
Oh, fun.
almost like a chat room, like think.
Cool. Yeah, I've been on Ustream watching. There's a podcast that I listen to, and they broadcast on Ustream sometimes. Yeah, that's a fun way to spend an evening. You don't have to leave the house, but you can spend time with friends.
Yeah, because everywhere I go, it could be very crowded here.
True, and you don't necessarily want that. That's not always fun. Cool, thanks. How about anyone else? How are you celebrating this year? Is anyone doing anything?
I'm going to tell you another tradition in another Spanish tradition is to wear red underwear. If you wear red underwear, is something is that you are going to is like you are going to be lucky.
Oh, wow.
It's like how do you say? It's superstitious, no? So you should wear red underwear.
Fun. I'll keep that in mind. I've never heard that tradition before. That's very cool. So, what are you doing New Year's aside from wearing red underwear?
Well, as going party as in any other countries and get together with family.
Nice. Nice. That sounds really good. Pleasant. Anyone else? Jawad, what are your plans?
For this party? For this year?
Yeah, how are you celebrating this year?
This year I think I'm going to the beautiful restaurant with my close friends, and maybe after I will go in the nightclub, I think.
Nice. That sounds
Yeah.
like fun.
Like even here it's same, but it's cool.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Fun. And Anatoly, how about you?
I am going to visit my parents and to meet this holiday with a big family. And during the holiday, I not expecting doing something unusual. Usually, we prepare dish table, and we are watching traditional movies for that time, which dedicated to New Year, exactly this day. And after that, we are going to have a small trip around this place where I live. That's all.
Nice, nice. It sounds like a fun and relaxing holiday. Good. Good. Well, we are just about out of time. Is there anyone else? Asma, will you be celebrating this year, or you will not?
No, because I'm in work. Yeah, I think that I have to be in work. And here where I live, no, I don't think that they will celebrate the New Year. Yeah, but maybe the next year I would like to travel to France, Paris, because my brother lives there, and yeah, I want to see how they can how they celebrate the New Year there, because he told me that in Paris, especially in the capital, they celebrate very well. It's amazing atmosphere there. and a good celebration, to not waste it or to not lost this opportunity to see what they celebrate or how they celebrate the New Year.
Yeah, that would be a great opportunity. Very cool.
Yeah, hopefully.
Fun. Well, thank you. And Wellington in the chat. Hello, Wellington. And he's, yes, in Brazil they have a tradition to jump 3 waves to have good luck. So if you're near the ocean, you can participate in the Brazilian tradition to get good luck. Well, all right. Anyone else? Anyone else? Any comments? Any other plans? Anything else you wanted to say before we say goodbye, I guess? All right. I will be going to New York. I'm going to San Diego today and tomorrow, and then to New York. And I am taking a full week off of both of my jobs, so I won't see any of you for a while. I think I start back on January 4th.
So are you going to go to the Times Square?
I think we have tickets to a party at a place in Times Square, but we won't be standing outside in the crowd. It's too cold, and you have to get there really early, and just not very fun.
I see.
Although I would like to see the ball drop in person. I think that would be cool, but I don't think it's worth the cold.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So, but have a happy nice New Year.
Yeah, thank you. You too. And Happy New Year to everyone else, and I hope to see you all soon in January. And good luck. Have fun with your traditions. I'll be thinking of them when the clock strikes midnight in a few days.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy
Thank
New
you.
Year.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.